Yun nga problema eh. Baka pag istriktuhan ng batas, baka legal possession of firearms yung mga bata na yan. For 3 firearms. Yes, Ernie, go ahead.
Actually, sir, the provisions on the IRR, as I will reiterate, sport shooter is different from licensed sport shooter. Okay? Now in here, on the 2773, it is only the licensed sport shooter that will be allowed to have 5,000. It's not the sport shooter. The sport shooter...
Define muna. Define what is a licensed sport shooter.
Sport shooter are licensed individual who are actively participating in a sport shooting competition. That is licensed sport shooter. A sport shooter, as defined also, are individual who are competing in the local and international competitions. But not necessarily
license.
Not necessarily that they have firearms. They can borrow, they can do like that. But licensed sport shooter is a different fee and a different additional license on the LTAP. That's why in here on your proposal of 2773, it is only the licensed sport shooter who are allowed to have 5,000 rounds. Sport shooter are not licensed sport. Not all sport shooters are licensed sport shooters. Thank you, sir.
Edwin, then Arik.
A prime example of a sport shooter but not a licensed sport shooter are our juniors. They cannot own firearms, but they compete on the junior category of international and local matches.
Yung nga problema eh. Baka pag istriktuhan ng batas, baka legal possession of firearms yung mga bata na yan. Di ba? Baka may illegal possession of firearms yung mga bata kung istriktuhan yung batas. Totoo lang kasi possession nila. While shooting, they are possessing the firearm. So baka maging liable ng legal possession of firearms yung mga bata na maagang nagsushooting. Arik muna, then Idbar.
Mr. Chair, I would like to reiterate lang. Out of the, let's say, 1 million gun owners in the Philippines, almost only we have 10,000 sport shooters. Why don't we include your regular gun owner to the 5,000 rounds? Because at the end of the day, all of these sport shooters came from hobbyists, they are people who wanted to buy a gun for protection, but decided, oh, pwede pala ako maglaro, pwede ako mag-compete. So why are we limiting it to sport shooters only, to licensed sport shooters? Why not give it to everybody that has a license? Because at the end of the day, if we go back, these people have passed the neuropsychiatric exam. These people have passed the drug test. These people have passed the psychological exam that is given by the PNP. So maybe it's about time that we extend it not only to sport shooters, but to your regular gun owner.
Kasi nag-start yan sa ganyan, nag-evolve yung tao hanggang naging seryosong sport shooter. So, tama ka. You're correct. Yes, before Edwin, Mr. Teves.
Mr. Teves po.
Yes, go ahead.
Ang hinihiling lang naman po namin mga ordinary gun owners sa PNP is magtiwala po kayo sa amin. Okay? Dumaan kami sa katakot-takot na mga requirements, di ba? May neuro, may drug test. Okay. Yung mga requirements na yan, sumusunod kami. Yung mga batas na in-implement yung mga requirements, sumusunod kami. It's about time na pagtiwala naman kayo sa amin. Okay? Yun lang naman ang kahilingan ko, sir. Mga Mr. Chair, yun lang pong kahilingan namin. Mga ordinary gun owners is dumaan kami sa proseso and in return, gusto naman namin magtiwala kayo sa amin.
Thank you.
Ilan po.
Thank you. Edwin Lim, go ahead.
Further to what Arik was saying, I agree with him that the civilian should be treated the same as the sport shooter, simply because, like you said, we all went through the same tests. Although some of us compete in the range, but everybody has the same rights. I mean, privileges. That goes also for barrel length, maximum barrel length of rifles. For the civilians, it's 16 inch. For the sport shooter, it's 20 inch. What's the difference? There's no difference, even from a shooter standpoint. Okay, going back to the AR platforms, the 223, the 5.56. Technically, that's a 22 caliber diameter, only a higher power charge. The AR platform is just, it looks intimidating because of our old World War II movies. But it's basically a 22 caliber. That's a high power 22 caliber. Some of the 308s and the higher caliber are even more dangerous. So the interpretation, the perception of the high power assault rifle is actually all semantics. It's a 22 caliber. So, you know, we feel that there has to be a realignment already of philosophies. And then maybe going back to 10591, as mentioned earlier, there's filling the gaps. Maybe we should already provide definite definitions so that there will be no subject to interpretation.
I agree with you, Mr. Edwin Lim. That is why we're taking up this matter para hindi na tayo magka-problema in the future. Let us lay down everything in this proposed legislation para yung regulating agency just refer to the law itself. Hindi na sila maggawa pa ng sarili nilang implementing rules and regulations. Alam mo, yung ibang senador ito gumagawa ng batas. Nakalagay talaga sa batas na pinopropose nila eh. Isang provision doon, no implementing rules and regulations to be ano na word binording jo? No IRR to be issued. May ibang batas dito na nakalagay talaga, no IRR to be issued para yung police pag o sinong implementing agency, department DPWH, DNR, titingnan lang nila talaga yung batas. Kung ano nakalagay doon, yun lang talaga implement nila. Hindi na sila magkakrap ng IRR. Tingnan nyo yung mga batas na ginawa ni Senator Cynthia Villar. Mga batas niya pertaining to agriculture, to natural resources. Nakalagay doon, no IRR required for the implementation of this law. Talagang, kasi palagi nagreklamo yung mga senador na iba yung intent of the law, tapos pagdating sa implementation, gumagawa sila ng sariling, parang gumawa ng sariling batas. In effect, inamend nila yung batas na legislated by Congress. Ano ito? Encroachment of power na ito. Di ba? All they have to do is to implement the law. We are the ones legislating the law, and the executive branch should implement the law. Base sa ginawa natin, kaya tayo co-equal branch of government. Di ba? Ang problema nga, may ibang ahensya, particularly yung mga regulating agencies, na nasobrahan yung IRR nila na in effect parang inamend na nila yung law itself na legislated by Congress. So, baka gayahin na natin si Senator Villar. Paggawa natin. You want to say something? Yeah, go ahead.
Just to add also on the crafting of policies, I think dun sa minention ni Mr. Lim, sir, is that nagkaroon din ng nilabas na memo na bawal magpahiram ng baril sa firing range ng legal firearm, especially competition. So, paano rin kami na legal gun owners, pag punta kami ng range, turuan namin misis namin, pinahawak ko yung baril ko sa misis ko. To your point, illegal possession na rin yung misis ko dahil doon. And another thing, yung isa pa, when the IRR on rifle was being put out, nakalagay po doon, bawal ang match ammo. Hindi po ba kapag tayo nagpa-practice and we pursue excellence, we want the best equipment for us. How can the athlete who will be joining the rifle world shoot not use a match ammo to win the competition? So parang saan nanggagaling na bawal ang match ammo when the gun owner would simply want the best ammo, the best pistol they can use, either to defend themselves, because it's most probably a one-time thing, either you live or die, or to win competitions. So again, sana, sabi nga natin, pag may mga ganito, andyan na naman si na Mr. Lim, no? We have several gun owners who are here right now, who have the voices in social media, which could also make sure that the FEO will be put in a very good light because they become an agency that listens to its stakeholders. So, tit for tat, no? Sabi rin ni Attorney Go, it will increase revenues. Why? More people will be enjoined to renew their licenses every time. Palagi akong bibili ng baril kasi madali ang proseso, hindi ganun kamahal. So again, sana let us find common ground to agree wherein the aim of the FEO is not loss. However, what the legal gun owners and sport shooters would also want to make ownership easier and cheaper will also be achieved. So sana, yun nga sabi ni Mr. Chairman, is we work together. Salamat po.
Thank you. Parang sinabi mo, Idbar, na pag tinamaan ka dito ng tip-9 na reload, mas mamatay ka kapag tinamaan ka ng mas amo dito kaysa tip-9 na reload. Tingnan natin. Pag tamaan ka dito ng mas amo, mas sigurado mamatay ka kaysa tip-9 na reload. Are you sure?
Mr. Chair, mahiya naman tayo doon sa babarilin natin ng murang amo. Yung mahal naman. Thank you.
Yes, Edwin Lim.